Hi everyone, my name's Anna. This is my first video, so please bear with me. I'm a little bit nervous. I want to make this channel about cheesecakes and crafts, because who doesn't like both? Well, at least I do. Today I am going to show you how to make a dulce de leche cheesecake, and hope you enjoy it. Let's get started. The original recipe I picked up from allrecipes.com, and I will link it down below. There is a little bit of twist that I added of my own because I wanted the honey flavor to be in the crust a little bit more, so I'm adding this type of honey to it. So we're gonna need a 13.4 ounces of dulce de leche, and you can find this on the international aisle on your grocery store or in the baking section. We need vanilla extract, of course honey, I said that, 10 tablespoons of butter, 3 packages of cream cheese, half of this container, which is 8 ounces, so half a cup of sour cream, 3 eggs, the honey graham crackers, sugar, salt, and then for the topping, you need sea salt flakes, but this is optional. So my little helper decided to show up to help. She normally does come in the kitchen whenever I'm making cheesecakes. So we're gonna get started. I've already melted the 10 tablespoons of butter, and I have coated our cheesecake pan with butter. So my little helper is gonna put in 2 packages of graham crackers in the food processor. You only need 2. Let's not do that. Okay, so good thing the box comes with the box comes with 3 packages, so we're gonna use the other package instead of that one. It's alright, sweetheart. Let's just move this to the side. So 2 packages of graham crackers. Alright. And go ahead and put it on. Shake it a little bit how we shake it. To make it speed up. Okay, to turn it on. Okay, we're gonna add 1/4 of a cup of sugar.
We still need it.
I know, but we're gonna turn it on, so it's okay. Okay, pass it over. My food processor, I don't know, I don't want to say it's not very good, but I have to normally just shake it so it gets all the crumbs. So now I think it's set, if it looks good. Yep, it looks done, so we could turn that off. And now we're going to dump it in our melted butter.
We don't want to put that. Sure, I don't just it's a look.
Okay, make sure you get all of it. This part's always messy. Okay, start mixing it. And while she mixes, I am going to put half a teaspoon of honey.
Okay, so I'm just gonna mix while she
just mix
adds
it on.
I'm gonna just mix while she adds it, so that way it gets the best.
You gotta make sure it's all moistened and that the butter gets all over. See how you let me help you.
Here. So this is our actually first video. So this is our first time we've done this. So
just be patient with us, right?
yeah, please just subscribe.
Alright, so now that we have all the crust mixture in here, we're just gonna push it aside and make it come up to the sides about, I got it, sweetheart, about 2 inches. I think that they make a tool for this part, but I just prefer to use my hand.
And then once you're done and your cheesecake looks somewhat like this, you're gonna put it in the refrigerator to cool while you work on the cheesecake mixture. And throughout the video, if you have any questions or you didn't see something or have any kind of questions about what I'm doing, just put it on your comments below and I'll try to answer them as best as I can. I'm not a professional chef. I've just been doing cheesecakes for quite some time, and I want to share my passion, I guess, with everybody that wants to learn. So now that it's ready, we're just gonna put it in the fridge. And typically I normally have to pay Tetris for my refrigerator, but that's fine right there. And now we're just gonna wash my hands and then we'll move on to the cheesecake mixture.
Okay, so at this point we have finished the crust portion, and right now it's cooling down on the refrigerator while we do our cheesecake mixture, the middle part, I guess, it's of the cheesecake. We've also preheated our oven to 350 degrees, and my little helper is gonna start. We put in a bowl the 3 packages of cream cheese, and they've already been softened at room temperature for about, I would say, 4 to 5 hours. And now we're just gonna mix them up and make them smooth. So okay, hold on, let me plug it in for you. Oh, I guess it was turned on already. Just easy, make sure you get it all around. You can make this, you want me to make this speed faster? And while she's doing that, I'm just going to make sure I push it all down from her, from the sides. Turning the bowl to her.
Make sure it gets all creamy.
Okay. The cheesecake is so much easier to make it smooth once it's been softened. I've made the mistake of just throwing in the cheesecake's the cheese cream when it's not soft, and it just makes it harder and lumpy. So you want to make sure that, one, the cream cheese is softened for you and that it's mixed really well. Okay, so now once it's this type of smooth, we are going to add the sugar. Remember, that was 1/3 of a cup of sugar. And then just keep mixing until it's smooth. So now we're just going to stop for a second and we're going to push everything down.
It smells good.
It's kind of hard to work from an angle, Adriana, when you're right here. It's okay. Alright, now that that's somewhat mixed, we're going to add the half of the container of sour cream. Now, because I will be making a secondary cheesecake, it's okay for me to go ahead and just, you know, guesstimate the half of this and just add it to the container.
Yep.
Okay, and Adriana's gonna continue to mix. I think that was half. And that's just our oven beeping, letting us know it's at 350. Sweetheart, you done? while she's mixing, I am going to add 3/4 of this can into the mixture. And again, I'm just eyeballing it, 3/4, which would be, you know, I guess 75% of it. So I'm just gonna dump it for her while she continues to mix.
That looks delicious.
Yes, it does.
It does. It looks like chocolate, gravy chocolate.
Dulce de leche is, I would say like caramel, but the difference is that dulce de leche is in really low and slow temperature, while caramel requires high temperature and I guess a high temperature and a high melting point for it to make its consistency. Okay, so while she continues to mix that, I'm just gonna help her by pressing down, making sure she gets everything. And we're gonna try to work together, but sometimes by this point she normally bails on me.
That's not true. Not true. Sometimes I do, but not all the time.
Okay, watch her sleep. Okay, pause it for a second. Let me take over.
Yeah, for a bit.
And we're gonna pause it. And then I'm just gonna make sure we have everything. Because sometimes if the bowl's too deep, the mixture doesn't reach all the way to the bottom. So just continue to mix. Okay, mix it a little bit more. You could go ahead and start it, Adriana. And I am going to get the 1/4 of salt added in there. Okay, so I'm adding 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. And I'm gonna add 1 tablespoon of the vanilla extract. Okay. And while she continues to mix, I'm just gonna start putting everything away. Don't discard your remainder. It's about 1/4 of the dulce de leche. We're gonna use this for the topping. So you can either put it on the refrigerator overnight or just leave it with I normally do a Ziploc bag, cover it, and then just leave it out into the next morning when we're ready to do the topping. Okay, so now that everything's pretty much mixed, we're going to add 3 eggs. And we're going to add the eggs slowly and only just enough to get it mixed in. We don't want to overbeat the eggs because that will cause your cheesecake to crack and not cook all the way through. So we're gonna do 3 eggs, and one at a time, and mix it on low, just enough where it's mixed. Oh, okay.
This looks delicious.
I'll do this, sweetheart. So just set the lowest setting, and as soon as you see the yolk disappear or mixed in, then turn it off and add
One more.
your next egg.
Yeah, next.
Okay, and then same process. The lowest speed, and just long enough until the yolk mixes in with the mixture. Okay, and then our last and final egg.
Last egg.
And while we do the last one, we're also gonna push the mixture down so that we're making sure that we grab all the side. Okay, it's mixed just enough. So we're gonna remove our, I don't know what they're called, sticks. Let me move this out the way.
Looks tasty.
Okay, now we're basically, while I make room for us, we're basically gonna combine the two, and then just, without dropping your bowl, dump all the mixture with the crust. It looks a hot mess, but it'll be delicious.
Yep.
Trust me.
We've done this lots of times.
Okay, grab me the cookie sheet.
Cookie sheet.
Okay, the final step is to add it to our cookie sheet, because the butter that we use to coat the cheesecake pan will eventually start dripping, and you don't want a messy oven. So we're gonna put it in the oven. Adriana, will you get the door for me?
Okay, Mom. Okay, cookie ready.
Okay. And just put it on the center rack, and we're gonna do it for 40 minutes. The recipe requires 45 minutes, but at 40 minutes, I come and check it and make sure that it's
Working.
has like the right consistency, and I'll show you that in a second once we do that. So we'll see you shortly to finish up our cheesecake. Our cooking or passing by, don't open the oven at all during those 40 minutes. And you kind of have to know your oven and see what temperature it works with, because not all ovens are the same.
You see how around the edges is already sturdy, but in the middle is like a little bit droopy, I guess is a word to describe it. You want it to be, I would say maybe about 3 inches of droopiness in the center. It's going to finish cooking on the outside. So for now, it's almost there, but not quite there. So I am going to go ahead and set it for maybe 3 to 4 more minutes.
Closer, you can see at the edges are already starting to crack. So you want to take it out because it's done cooking. Put it on your cooling rack. Well, actually, I'm going to take it off the cookie sheet. You see all the butter that ended up dripping out of it? So we're going to move that aside to cool off, and I'm going to get paper towels so that it doesn't drip on my stove. So the 10 minutes have elapsed, and I just wanted to show you really quick how to go around. So you're going to use this side of the knife. Well, that's the side I use anyway. And then just go around, keep it in one place, and move the cheesecake. Keep the knife steady, and then just turn the cheesecake pan around. And make sure you do that a couple times. And now it's gonna sit here for an hour. Now, as you can see, the cheesecake has evened out, and it's gonna continue to cook internally for that remainder of the hour. So just make sure that you just let it sit here, don't bother, let it do its thing. Hey guys, so I'm back from work, and it's the next day of us doing the Dulce de Leche cheesecake. I've went ahead and removed it from the pan and put it on the cake stand. And I also got the remainder of the 1/4 of Dulce de Leche that we had. And because I put mine on the fridge, I softened it in the microwave for 20 seconds. So right now, don't worry about that crust, because this is gonna cover it. And we're just gonna spread it on top and hope we have enough.
And then just spread it on a thin layer. Just try to smoothen it all out as best as you can. trying to cover up that crack, but it's okay. If it shows through, and I'm not a professional, so I don't know how they do the fancy cakes on the top, but that's good enough for me. So then you want to grab the sea salt flakes, and you want to be careful that you don't add too much because then you're going to have it salty. So just a little pinch, and crumble it as you go, and then just sprinkle it over. And now it is ready once we clean off our cake stand.
Okay, so I went ahead and I rinsed off my knife once you make the first cut, because some of the cheese cream mixture tends to stick to the knife and then it won't make you cut like perfect slices. So we're gonna go ahead and cut one and put it on a plate. My cat almost tripped me. And that is a finished Dulce de Leche cheesecake. So I hope you enjoy it. I'll link the recipe down below, and you know, hope your family enjoys it. And thanks for visiting. Don't forget to subscribe, and thank you for being patient as this was my first video. Thank you so much. See you soon.